I'm JNFSMMA. This is my prediction and breakdown of UFC Fight Night Vegas 100. Magny versus Carlos Prates. This card has a lot of canceled fights, but somehow it's still here. Somehow it's still alive. And we're just 1 week away from probably the worst pay-per-view of the year, 309. But let's get on to the first fight. Let's not waste any time, folks. We have Melissa Dixon, because she just got a divorce, so she's not in Mullins anymore, versus Klaudia Sygula. Klaudia Sygula was just signed for the Gooners, I'm gonna be honest with you. She looks pretty good, but she's gonna lose this fight. Melissa Mullins, she has 2 fights in the UFC, her last one being a loss against Trocoli. I'm gonna go with Melissa Dixon. She has anger build up inside of her that she has to take out on Sygula or whatever. Probably gonna be a bloodbath, a war. Yeah, I got Melissa Dixon. On to the next fight, we got Tresean Gore versus Antonio Trocoli. I'm gonna have to go with Tresean Gore, even though he has not fought in 2 years. Trocoli's last fight was against Shara Bullet, and he got knocked out in the 3rd round, and he did not look good in that fight. Hopefully Tresean Gore is rejuvenated and he's a new man, because yeah, this should be an easy fight for him to win. He should win by knockout in this fight. So yeah, I got Tresean Gore. On to the next fight, we have Cody Stamann versus Blackshear. I'm gonna have to go with Blackshear, even though I kinda don't want to, because his last 2 fights, he got knocked out by Montrell Jackson in literally 18 seconds. And then he lost to Mario Bautista, the crotch sniffer king. Cody Stamann, he is, I don't know, man. He's such a weird fighter, dude, because it's like one of these guys that I'm like, dude, why are you in the UFC? Like, he's 7-6, and his last 2 losses have been to Douglas Silva on Andrade and Taylor Labelis. And I don't know, you've beaten what? Eddie Weiland, dude? Like, I don't know why. Brian Kelleher? He's just been in the UFC for a while, and like, he hasn't beaten anybody good. He's lost to Jimmy Rivera, Marab, Said Nurmagomedov. Like, I don't know why this guy was still in the UFC. I feel like the UFC keeps some of these guys for too long, and they don't get other new guys onto the roster. And I don't know. I just don't see Cody Stamann. He probably could win this fight, because Blackshear just lost his last 2. But I feel like Blackshear is more athletic, and he's not dealing with the one-punch power of Montrell Jackson. So I'm going with Blackshear. On to the next fight. We have Charles Radtke versus Matthew Semelsberger. Here's the thing about Matthew Semelsberger. He's an amazing fighter, exciting fighter. But the guy fumbles his fights away, dude. Like, he'll do something that will just lose him the fight. In his loss against Preston Parsons, dude, he fumbled that one away. Against Uros Medic, he literally just got knocked out in the 3rd round when he was winning the whole fight against Uros Medic. A split decision to Jeremiah Wells, dude. Jeremiah Wells is a good fighter, but still, like, he's just fumbled his last 3 away, and he was looking really good in his, like, early in the UFC. He lost to Chaos Williams, but he had a ton of good fights, bro. He was on a roll before 2023, dude, and then it continued on to this year, losing to Preston Parsons, who's not really that good. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, Semelsberger is just a fumbler, dude. Like, come on. Oben Elliott beat Preston Parsons, dude. Like, I don't know. But the good thing about it is that he's going against Charles Radtke, who, we're probably never gonna hear him say the F-bomb again. But I don't know, dude. Charles Radtke fought against was it Carlos Prates? Yeah, it was Carlos Prates. I'm tripping. Fought against Carlos Prates. Got demolished in that fight. He did beat Gilberto Bina, but you know, Gilberto Bina, you know, while he was in the UFC, you know, UFC just signed him. I'm gonna go with Semelsberger. I hope he doesn't fumble the fight away like he does now. I don't know why he's fumbling the fight away, but he shouldn't fumble the fight against Charles Radtke. He should be able to outstrike him. He should be able to hurt Charles Radtke, pick his shots, stay on the outside. He should be able to win this fight. I'm going with Matthew Semelsberger. On to the next fight. We have Elizeu Zaleski versus Zach Scroggin. I'm gonna go with Elizeu Zaleski because Zach Scroggin is taking this fight on short notice. Zaleski was supposed to fight Dalby, but Dalby, of course. I'm just gonna go with Zaleski here. He has a full camp, a lot of UFC experience. He's a crafty vet. His last loss was this year against Randy Brown. He did take Rinat Fakhretdinov into a decision, which now kind of is scary in a way because Rinat Fakhretdinov literally got demolished by Carlos Leal. He did beat Benoit St. Denis, but I think that was a short notice fight for Benoit. I'm just gonna go with Zaleski because he has UFC experience. I don't really know much about this Scroggin guy. Let me go check out what he's done. He's 7-0. He's 7-0, which means he's onto something. But I don't know. He's fought guys that are 19-14 and 9-17. Like I can't pick a guy who's fighting a guy with a negative record. Like he fought guys with negative records. I can't pick that. I'm just gonna go with Zaleski to win this fight. On to the next fight. We have Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Denise Gomes. I'm gonna go with Denise Gomes. She is the lesbian. She is the man. Karolina Kowalkiewicz, she's just pretty old, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. She's been around for a while. She's 39. She's about to hit 40. Usually once WMMA women just reach that age, they kind of just, you know, they're falling off. Last loss was against Jasmine Lucindo. Before that, she was on a tear. She was on a 4-fight win streak. But dude, before that 4-fight win streak, she was on a 5-fight losing streak and a really bad one too, dude. That's just too inconsistent for me, and I think just age is gonna catch up with Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Denise Gomes, she's the man, dude. You gotta go with the man sometimes in some of these WMMA fights. I don't know how good Eduardo Mora is, to be honest with you, but I don't know, dude. She beat Eduardo Mora, who was undefeated, but she did lose to Angela Hill. Angela Hill's pretty good, obviously. We know Angela Hill's good. But she beat Yasmin Uriga and Bruno Brazil. Did lose to Loma Lukibomi, who's pretty good, dude. I don't know where that chick's been. That chick used to just kill all the prospects in the UFC. But I'm gonna go with Gomes here. I feel like she's gonna get it done. Probably on the feet or on the ground. Maybe take it to a 29-28 decision. I just don't see Karolina Kowalkiewicz doing anything crazy in this fight, dude. And this is actually the featured prelim 2 fight, so that's kind of crazy. So let's get on to the main card. We have another young prospect versus another UFC vet. We have Masur Abdul Malik versus Dusko Todorovic. I wanted to go with Dusko Todorovic, but dude is just inconsistent as well, dude. Lost to Leroy Duncan by a knee injury. But his recent win is against Jordan Wright, dude. Like, Jordan Wright is trash. Lost to Chidiki Nujikani, my bad. Chidiki Nujikani. Lost to Gregory Rodriguez, Robocop. Lost to Panele Soriano. He's just beating the guys that don't have name value. And like he been beat. Oh man, whatever happened to Maki Pitolo, dude? I remember coconut bombs. Whatever happened to that guy? I think the UFC cut that guy, to be honest with you. He was trash. I'm actually going to see what happened to this guy. Yeah, he was trash. He was 15-11. He was 33. And yeah, his last fights have been in other promotions. Maki Pitolo, man. Poor guy. Whatever. It's not Maki Pitolo we're talking about. Masur. I don't know much about Masur. He did win, obviously, Contender Series, dude. You know, Dana White has to throw his Contender Series dudes somewhere around in these Apex cards, you know, unless you have hype value. I'm just gonna have to pick Masur, just cause, even though I feel like he could probably lose to this vet. Wes Schultz wasn't really that good, like that Contender Series. You gotta realize this. Most of these Contender Series fights are trash. Most of them. I didn't even watch not one this year. Maybe like skimmed through like one, like just got on Hulu and just like fast forward to the knockout ones. I'm going with Masur Abdul Malik just cause he's young and he's fast, and I feel like if he touches Dusko's chin, maybe Dusko turns into dust. That's all I got. Yeah, I got Malik Masur. On to the next fight in the main card. We have Luana Pinheiro versus Gillian Robertson. I'm going with Gillian Robertson because I feel like she could just take Luana Pinheiro to the ground really easily and just, you know, do her thing. She's a really good women's grappler. And she's won her last couple fights pretty good, man. She's on a nice little 2-fight win streak. She beat Michelle Waterson, which Michelle Waterson's trash. Let's be honest with you. She was trash her whole career in the UFC and still got a video tribute for her retirement. Great. She beat Paulina Viviana, you know, one of the baddies of the UFC. She did lose to Tabitha Ritchie, but before that she was doing pretty good for herself, dude. Not gonna lie. Gillian Robertson was doing pretty good for herself. And, you know, the thing about Pinheiro, dude, she give me a little, you know, she's just, I don't know, dude. On the feet, she's pretty okay. She's decent. But, dude, she's on a 2-fight losing streak. Obviously, she beat Waterson. Like, Waterson's trash. But she lost to Amanda Ribas by spinning wheel kick, dude. Like, nasty. And she obviously lost to Angela Hill. Angela Hill's good. Angela Hill, though, got her in a mounted guillotine choke. That's what makes me think that, you know, Gillian Roberts is going to win this fight. Gillian Roberts' ground game is just really good like that. And yeah, dude, I just don't see. I don't see Luana doing anything crazy unless she's like about to knock out Gillian Roberts on the feet, which I don't think that's gonna happen. Gillian Roberts is pretty good at taking the fight down when she needs to. So I'm gonna go with Gillian Roberts. On to the next fight. We have Cortavius Ramonius versus Gaston Bolanos. I have no idea who these guys are. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I know one of them is a Contender Series guy. Gaston has 2 fights in the UFC. Aaron Phillips is trash. We know this. Aaron Phillips is garbage. Lost to Marcus McGee though, who's fighting next week against Jonathan Martinez. I don't know, dude. This is the thing. I just don't know with some of these fights, dude, that Dana might be putting together with a new prospect that's coming up and somebody who's just, I don't know. They're either really trash fights or they can be a barn burner, but you know what? I'm gonna go with Cortavius. This is gonna be a flip a coin type thing. I'm gonna go with Cortavius. Just cause the guy is a finisher. But I don't know. This is like. Let me check the odds on here. I don't really like looking at the odds on some of these fights, but I'm checking the odds on this one because this should be like breaking even. Like this fight is like, well, they do have Cortavius Ramonis winning this fight. Guess it's because he's younger. I'm just gonna go with Cortavius. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Cortavius. I don't know. Weird ass name. On to the co-main event for this card. We have Gerald Meerschaert, GM3 versus Renier de Ridder. Renier de Ridder, 2-time one champion in 2 divisions. My guy has lost the last couple fights. Well, he lost the belt in one championship, then went to another promotion, and yeah, and then the UFC just scooped this guy up. But his 2 fights, I don't know, dude. He's more of a grappler. Riddler's more of a grappler, and this is what I'm thinking. Gerald Meerschaert is not fighting Edmund Shabazian, who Edmund Shabazian we all know has no ground game, even though this guy trained with Ronda Rousey. Like, I don't know how this man didn't even like put an armbar into his arsenal, but whatever. GM3, that guy, he's a sneaky vet. He's a crafty vet, dude. What can I say? And he's done pretty good, dude. Brian Barberena, trash, we know. But that Edmund Shabazian win, he came back from that fight and won, dude. But this is what makes me think that he's gonna lose this fight, dude. He lost to Andre Petrovsky, and Andre Petrovsky is known to be a mid wrestler, like, you know. And if Riddler, you know, I really don't care that he was in one, you know, they just put fights up, like all kinds of fights, dude. One Friday fight nights or whatever. But his ground game is probably better than Petrovsky's. So I see Riddler winning this fight. That's how I see it. On to the main event. We have Neil Magny versus Carlos Prates. I'm going with Carlos Prates. Fighting nerds are on another world right now. The only way I can see Neil Magny winning this fight is if they goes to the ground and he can keep Carlos Prates there. But I don't think Neil Magny's gonna do that, man. And I know he's been a gatekeeper for the welterweight division for a while, but I just see Carlos Prates knocking this guy out, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see Carlos Prates going in there, doing his thing like he did with Li Jingliang, knock this guy out, knock Neil Magny out, and on to the next. If Neil Magny can implicate the grappling, he has a chance of winning this fight. I don't know. But Carlos Prates, he's just too crispy on the feet. He's too nasty on the feet, dude. And I feel like his punches really like take a toll on people. Like, dude, the way he knocked out Trevor Giles was pretty nice. The way he knocked out Radtke. And Neil Magny, dude, after seeing Mike Malott against Trevin Giles, Mike Malott was just trash, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that was a guy that he was gonna get fraud checked eventually. The way he fought Trevin Giles, all scared, whatever. He didn't want to look for the finish. But Neil Magny's known to like gatekeep the guys that haven't like progressed. But yeah, bro. I'm just gonna go with Carlos Prates here, dude. I'm just gonna go with Carlos Prates. Neil Magny is known to gatekeep the welterweight division, and he's not gatekeeping Carlos Prates. But yeah, that's all I got for this card. 309. Probably gonna do that prediction video on Monday or something. But yeah, I'm JNF MMA. Like and subscribe. Go watch my new video. Flyweights. Is the division dead? Yeah. I'm JNF MMA. I'm out.